I don't understand why people are still supporting these Charlie Kirks and these media characters that are on the right. And I'm going to explain why after this video.
You believe that the Jews run the American government.
That's not a secret, Charlie.
Well, no, I find it hilarious that
all of Trump's cabinet is Jewish. Have an AIPAC advisor. Not a single person in Congress can make a decision without asking their Israeli Jewish AIPAC advisor. Israel did 9/11, Charlie.
Oh, they did. Wow.
Why are we in the middle? I served. Why were we in the Middle East?
Well, I mean, you can,
why were we in the Middle East?
You can reject involvement in the Middle East without also believing Israel did 9/11. So if Israel did 9/11, help me understand this. Who were the hijackers of the planes?
They weren't hijackers.
Oh,
CIA.
Okay.
CIA and Israel worked together.
No. Explain to me what happened on the aircraft.
Okay, first off, what we have to understand, there's only one plane that actually crashed.
No,
okay?
there were three.
No, the building's imploded.
Okay,
if a plane's going to hit a building, why would the building fall down?
Time out. Flight 93, did it exist?
Flight 93 existed, yes.
Okay, so who tried to hijack that plane?
They sacrificed those people to make it look like Bush was targeted because they wanted to cover up Bush's involvement.
So
he just happened to be in Texas reading a book to elementary kids, and they're reading a sign on a whiteboard
let me say
that talks about towers falling, Charlie.
Anti-Semitism.
We've been lied to since the beginning of this country. Jews, Freemasons, all of it's a satanic agenda. Israel is the synagogue of Satan. They're killing innocent people in Palestine over the guise of sovereignty. New World Order is coming, Charlie.
Guys, anti-Semitism is literally a brain cancer, as you could see.
How is this anti-Semitic, Charlie?
Okay. Explain to me Flight 93. Who was it?
The government put them there.
No, who was it?
They crashed a plane intentionally to make it look like George W. Bush was targeted.
Who was the hijacker? No, this is important. They can never answer this question. Who was the hijacker?
They didn't have real hijackers, Charlie. They were plants.
Okay. So they got the black box. Of course, it was all just like a conspiracy.
Just like they found the passport miraculously 2 miles down from the crash site in
I'm sorry,
New York.
what?
They just happened to find one of the hijackers' passports laying on the ground 2 miles away from the crash site in New York. It just happened to be there. They just walked up and found it. They just randomly happened to find a perfectly good passport.
With that piece
Look
of
it
data.
up. World War II was fought not over what everyone thought it was fought of. Every war is fought by. It is funded by the rich, the Rockefellers, all the rich, the Rothschilds.
Okay, let me ask you a question.
They funded all those wars.
Was Hitler bad?
So videos like this is why I say you can never trust these people. The Charlie Kirks, the Candace Owens, the Tucker Carlsons. Inverse the pastors that were trying to talk about them a couple weeks ago. You can't trust them either. You can't trust the Stephen A. Smiths. You can't trust anyone that is put in front of you on a platform that is by the system. You cannot trust. Why? Because at some level they have compromised their morals. That's the only way you make it there. And no, this isn't me just hating or me wanting to be there. Those people are very good actors and they sell you this Christian background. But at the end of the day, they are all Zionists first. In the Frankish religion, they were taught to leave their religion and join the other ones and infiltrate them. It's the same thing as the spook that sat in the corner of the hood dude going to the CIA and infiltrate. It's the same concepts. And they use figures in history of the Martin Luther Kings, and if you do not comply, the W.E.B. Du Bois, they use those guys in history to push their agenda, and they just pay them off. It confuses me because I see the disaffected white population acting the same as the black population, just in a different orientation. Everybody got tribal of now we're back to race again, when it's behavior we're talking about. I've been to white trailer parks. I've been to black dirt poor. I came from that. I've been to the Native American reservation. I've also been to affluent black neighborhoods. I've been to rich white, I know millionaires, multimillionaires. I know crackheads. So I've got to actually see this stuff with my own eyes. And the privileged, elitist blacks hate black people more than most any white people do. Because black people don't understand that we don't actually affect the lives of white people. We really want to, we really wish we could, but we don't actually affect them at all. So that's the part that I think the black culture always misses out on, is that they think that white culture is emulating them or emulating black culture, and they go from like the sports athletes or the entertainers, but are they emulating you in your everyday life? Are these white kids in the suburbs, do they want to be the average black kid that's trying to go to school and trying to learn something and is dealing with parent issues at home? I don't think so. So that's the biggest part that the black population is missing. And for me pointing that out, I'm called a coon. And even in that, on social media, I've realized to talk to them like this, of like, no, I'm gonna go directly at you what energy you give to me. Why? Because you're actually the coon. You're the one that's tap dancing for your Zionist master. It's not me. If I was tap dancing for these white folks, my message would be broadcast all over America. They don't want black boys to know what I know. They don't want black boys to go the route I went. And that's the key that y'all don't understand. And y'all perpetuate black stereotypes that have been putting on black people and black culture by non-black people for millennia, or at least centuries. So that's the one thing when I'm on social media, I'm like, they're calm, like, y'all don't even know. Y'all don't even understand what's happening to y'all. So y'all see this car alarm blowing, it's trying to throw me off, but I'm a close this one out. Like, comment, subscribe. It's Kenny Cams, y'all. I'm out. Peace.